this is worth reading it word for word, because folks on the radio, you can actually really get an idea, because now we're at 500,000 people without power, okay? At 11:11 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar and emergency management in Hardee County, that's where the storm was as it was moving north, indicated a core of very strong winds associated with the eye wall of Hurricane Irma that was moving northward into Polk County. Wind gusts greater than 100 miles an hour are possible across Polk County through 12:30 a.m. This is a dangerous and potentially life-threatening situation for those outdoors. This is the heaviest wind we've seen so far. It's the most dangerous wind. At this point, I've not had any reports of damage, but unfortunately, with the power being out in most of the places anyway, we're probably not going to get reports. This is an example of, I think, when you're not going to really know what's happening until first thing in the morning when the sun comes up. Draw it here. Okay, so from right about here.
Which is, for our radio listeners, Dennis, where are you drawing this?
I'm drawing a semicircle
Winter Haven,
in the northern half of Polk County, from Mulberry back around through Lakeland, over toward Winter Haven, Dundee, and Lake Wales. That right there, that little area right there is where the heaviest wind is located, right in there. And I think it's pretty solid 80, 90, and in some cases up to 100 miles an hour. And that's exactly what the Weather Service said. They saw it coming. The Weather Service Urban Rescue, and this was the case in Hardee County, and then they issued the warning, actually before it even got into Polk County, and there it is.
Show you how deep it is.
to kind of show our viewers.
Just literally stepped off the trail and it went almost up to the top of my boot. 18 inches, right there.
Wow.
18 inches. If I step there, that shows you how deep it is out there. Look at this.
All right, I'm going to bend the camera down a little bit.
It's going to go down. But
Yeah.
If I'll slide on in. It'll be probably about that deep in there.
Yeah.
Just right here. It's pretty amazing.
It's just cool. I like it. I mean, this is true Florida.
All right, we came in tonight, basically more than anything, just to kind of check out the area after Hurricane Irma. Saw some trees down, which we expected. The road and coming in was flooded, and some of it was flowing over the road. The creek is way out of its boundaries. We've been coming here 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I've never seen it this wet before, but that's kind of to be expected. It looks cool from this side over here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely up. Wow. This whole area was flooded.
So you got this big tree here and even the bigger ones over there that fell right across the water.
Pretty neat.
And then look at that tree right there, Chris. See it? See it?
Oh yeah, it's over the creek, ain't it?
Right over the creek. And none of this was cleared out at all. I don't know what happened here. But I could go and stand on that little hill now, and I couldn't do that before.
Wow, that'd be awesome. Cross the creek on that, cross the creek on the tree. Oh, that would have been a good, one.
Big gator.
Mark this.
That might have been what I've been hearing.
There's a big gator on the side of the bank. So let's go have a look. He's in the water now though.
He's got that current. He was laying right up in that shallow part there.
Yep. Oh yeah, the swamp has a permanent facelift.
Yeah, it's changed. Look at that. All that just fell right over in there. Knocked over whatever was in its way.
It's a permanent facelift.
And I don't remember this being so cleared out. So something happened here. I don't know what.
Oh yeah. It's quite possible the camera could be destroyed. You know?
It's very possible.
We got a camera. We have a camera. We have a camera that's way down this creek.
Way down that creek.
And the camera could be long gone because.
Oh, that would be a shame.
Just like this tree, you know, you see this is 30 yards of just and like an abyss. You know, this is very. And you know, this could have happened to the camera too. It's going to be a shame, but we can't make it to the camera.
We can't now for sure. We'll have to. It's going to be January.
It's kind of sad to see it like this, you know. I mean, really.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it'll grow up again, and it'll.
It's kind of sad to see the swamp get beat down like this, you know. But it is.
Part of it.
It is what it is, and.
Really, it's a little better than I thought it would be, though.
But
and that gator was right there in that shallows laying.
Yeah.
Right in that shallow.
Out in that
there.
sandbars where that
That
gator
little
was.
sandbar shallow thing, boy, and it jumped as soon as I came up here. It jumped. It startled me. I should be expecting a gator. I know they're in here.
Even though he's no longer alive. Well, is he alive? I guess he's got some branches at the top.
This whole area was completely underwater and moving. It's very obvious.
Right there's the water line to the tree. See the bottom? The two colors right there?
Oh yeah.
That's the water line. You can see the water line on that tree too.
I gotta check where this rain is, guys. Wow, this is almost impossible to get around in here. Look at this. In the past, we could freely punch through. We could freely punch through in the past. And now it's a wall of palmetto. All the way around us. Moccasins could be everywhere.
Oh, like we see a lot. You know?
Yeah, we don't see a lot of moccasins, but in Florida, you must assume they're there.
Yeah, you're assuming they're there, but we never see
Yeah.
them
In
here.
Florida, you must
alligators.
assume they're
Well, we did see an alligator too.
Yeah, you did. You got to hear him scare you.
I saw him too.
Oh, did you?
Hell yeah, I did.
That was you.
there. How big was he, Mark?
He looked about 8 foot.
Whoa.
Let's try the upper notes.
It's totally just flooded over, you know. Man, is anybody living here?
Yeah, there's people.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Oh my God, there's houses
There's
in
houses
there.
out there. They're all underwater.
Oh man. Oh man.
Look at this. Still.
Wow. That's
Oh yeah,
bad.
hey, you missed that part.
Well, I can only film on one side.
On the left side there.
Actually, I should roll the window down. This was,
It's so loud on the wind.
yeah.
But you can film.
Oh, this is bad.
And this is a week after the fact. we have not had that much rain.
No, it's pretty dry right now. So we're at a gas station.
Yeah, there's no electrical power. That's what it looks like, and it's still a week after. It's overflowing, I know that. Oh yeah, it's up. It's definitely up. It's flooded.
You know, surprisingly, and there's no mosquitoes.
No.
There's no mosquitoes.
Yeah, you know, we're driving around just surveying some of the stuff out in the green swamp, and I have to be honest with you, it's I've never ever seen the water levels this high before. And this is the entranceway to the McNeil campsite, which is on the Withlacoochee River system. And as you can look around, you know, the whole road, there's the gate right here, you know, it's locked. It's private access type thing. You got to have a special code given to you by the water management people from Florida, because they are who manage the area. But it's gated and it's locked, and as far as I can see, it's underwater. Underwater. If you want to zoom in on that, look at
hang
that.
on.
I've never seen this. So this tells me the entire river system is completely flooded. The entire river system is completely flooded.
Yeah, if you had a game cam out here.
Well, if you set the camera low, it's going to be wet. But the McNeil site is 3 miles back up in there on the river system. I'm willing to bet you, and you can't get out there, but I'm willing to bet you it's all underwater. It's amazing. I think it's amazing. It's pretty cool. I think it's very neat.
This is just this is just here. The parking lot. Look at this. Check this out. This is
the whole parking area.
The parking lot is just.
Yeah, the Florida Trail passes through here. Right over there by that gate, the Florida Trail pushes on through, and it goes on for miles and miles and miles. And back this way, the Florida Trail goes back into the.
And this is a slope up. Watch out! You're standing
in
in water.
Part of the swamp.
So
it's very. I think it's just. It's neat, man. And you know, we got one that's. We got our eye on. It's Maria. Maria.
Yeah, we don't like Maria. We already don't like Maria.
We got our eye on Maria. Poor people in the Caribbean down there, they're going to get hit again. And so hopefully Maria will just skirt up the coast and you know, just bypass Florida altogether. We really don't. We can always use the water. Water's great. It's pretty high right now.
But this behind you is
and the Swift mud people are probably there's probably trees down and stuff like that, so they'll have to come out and clean it up.
There we go. There's a gate. That's all underwater.
Yeah, that gate is probably at least 5 feet, so that water depth is probably at least 3.5 feet right there, maybe, or 3 feet. Swamp is always it's up completely to the road. It's all underwater.
Now that's better. Sideways you can really see. When I film through the front, it's not as good as.
You got that ranky swamp smell.
Yeah, I was just wanting to tell you. Oh boy. What did they bring in? Sand?
Well, they're getting ready to repair the roads.
There.
Well, now that is a mountain of sand brought in, that's for sure, or rock, and they must have some screwed up roads out here bad. I got a feeling it's going to get worse. They would not have brought in that much dirt unless they got roads that are out.
Ooh, look at this. Hang on, I gotta shift it.
Yeah, this is flooded
over.
and underwater, yeah.
Yeah. Now it looks a little bit like, you know, even further up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look,
This was probably, I'm trying to look for the wet spots on the trees, and
this is,
looks like a storm went in this place. Look at this.
mm-hmm.
Now, you didn't see this kind of damage from the roadway
No, you
on
didn't.
the hardball.
Maybe that's probably why they brought the sand
okay,
in.
there's one tree. They cut this tree already. That tree was totally
Yeah,
blocking the road.
they made a roadway for this.
Yep. Yep, so they
So
cut
just
this
a vehicle could go through. Wow.
one. Yeah, so if anybody's out there, boy, I tell you what, you can get all the free wood you want right now.
Well, don't say that. You don't know that.
Yeah, who's gonna stop you from coming out here and cutting a big log?
Mm.
That stinky smell is everywhere.
It's very raunchy.
Yeah,
very, very.
Hopefully I can keep going. There's another log in the road.
Oh yeah. Well, they cut it out, so I think one vehicle can go by. But there's holes.
Yeah, but this is the game service doing this stuff. Though. This is Florida Wildlife Management doing this stuff out here. Trees are broken and busted. Looks like the oaks did well though. The oaks survived. I don't know if we got a blocked road up here or not. There's a tree down, so I don't know if it'll block us or not. But they brought in a lot of rock and dirt for some reason.
Well, they're probably going to have to redo this.
Yeah, there's one tree blocking the road, so I don't know what I'm going to look. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, right here. I think that is the end of. No,
they've been going around it.
Ooh, do you see the tree root?
Yeah, the root ball.
So.
Here's what it is. This feels very hard. It's not soft. It's down to the bottom. I knew some of the roads would be washed out on this side. I just want to see that big Sasquatch boy just come up to the edge of that wood line and say, "What's going on?" It's not a blot road.
Wow.
It's not a blot road.
Well, can you imagine you're out here, you get stuck. The tree comes down.
You better have a chainsaw. You could get, like in a storm, you could get a tree behind you and a tree in front of you. Then what?
Guess you're out of luck. You hang on tight.
Oh man.
Is this power line crooked? Look, the power tower coming up. The power tower is leaning to the left.
No, I think that's just the angle. Yeah, but it leans at it looks like a Y.
Oh yeah.
So they're built like that.
Okay. I only saw the left side.
Oh, those things can take a tremendous amount of wind.
I only saw the left side, so I thought.
Wow, it's all underwater. Look at this. Look at this.
I'm not pushing.
I just wonder how. It should be solid. You know that? It should be solid, so let's do it.
I love you.
You gonna be pushing?
No. I can drive, but I'm not pushing. Easy.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's completely hard still. Not washed out yet.
Good. I was not gonna push. I was gonna drive.
The one thing I was concerned about, and I didn't think it was soft, but you gotta watch it because this sand can turn into very soft stuff, and you can be on your frame, and when you're on your frame, it's done. It's over. You're stuck, and you don't want to be stuck in the green swamp with.
Yeah, there's some more little ones, but you can go to the right.
You don't want to be stuck in the green swamp without any help or anything like that.
There's another one coming up. I think people drove to the right. You see it? They drove to the right there.
Looks like. This is nothing.
I wasn't expecting to be doing four-wheeling today.
I didn't expect to be doing any four-wheeling either, but you know, I knew there'd be some water holes to go through.
Yeah, that's true. But now it's what, a week later?
Yeah, you know, I mean, this had to be very deep out here.
So that's a side street.
Who is this stinging? Now there's some spots up here you gotta be careful about because they could get deep.
I see nothing but water coming our way. You sure about this?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, the roadway is still hanging in there. It's not too bad. This is the worst part here, and once we make it through this part, it won't be so bad. You just don't want to hit those bad ruts. So far, it's not rutted to where you can't get around them.
Go to the left, right there, yeah. There you go.
Got that smell.
It's
swampy smell. It's got a. Actually, it smells like a cow pasture.
That's what I was just thinking.
Don't it smell like a cow pasture?
No, but
we got trees down over here. And that's the Van Fleet Trail, and it looks like it's got a lot of damage on it as well. Used to be old railroad tracks, and now they made a trail out of it. I don't know, it goes on for what, like 30, 40 miles?
yeah.
Yeah.